She would be in this video, but she's leaving me.
Sorry.
Sad.
Sorry.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Where we left off last time is we finished up our manifold. We left it to cool so nothing would warp. Now today we can unbolt everything, see where we're left off, and then continue on from there. And smash that subscribe button and the little bell thing next to it. Do it. Do it!
Lay it out right here, do it.
Casually showcasing our little cheap ass 7875 turbo and our Black Sheep Industries wastegate. This thing's fancy. Let's not wreck our good backdrop posters. Fuse fuels. That's the ethanol that we run. Link ECU. It's the ECU we run in the Supra. So I'll probably end up doing like a bit of die grinding in here just to smooth these down a little bit. Get some of the rough edges out of there. Everything looks good on this side. Weld's looking pretty decent. Let's see if this will bolt in. So now we're just gonna bolt this manifold up so we can mock up our wastegate placement here. Not worrying about too much. This is so we can fab the rest up. Sick. Now we'll put the turbo in here. Seems pretty solid. Oh, bad news bears. Oh, never mind. Gonna take our 3-inch bend and see kind of where we're at with that. In fact, it fits pretty damn good in there. Which leads us to our next predicament. Where are we putting this wastegate? I was thinking putting the wastegate somewhere right here, but it might have to go underneath. But it looks so good right there. So to get our wastegate started here, we're just gonna cut a piece that's roughly on the long side here, 3 1/4 inches, maybe a bit more than that. We'll go 3 1/2 to be safe, and then we'll just bevel it out and work it as we need. Now it also turns out that the end of this barrel on this thing's almost 2 1/2 inches, which means I can use this to get our angle on our pipe, kind of. This. Except that's going to take forever, so we're going to use this first. Oh my god, that wheel's pretty beat up now. We're going to use this first to get roughly it, and then we'll use this to finish it up. Think smarter, not harder. So now we're gonna tack weld our piece onto the blow or the wastegate to make sure that's gonna fit in the right spot here. This is our extension piece that we made. With some 309 because this is 316. Why you do that? We need a battery for our welding helmet. Oops. Red light's on in there. Battery's low. That's why it was shocking me in the face, I guess. Where's even the battery? AAA batteries. Don't have any here. Gotta go get some. Bam! I'll tell you this much. TIG welding, pretty damn hard. You can compare it to like if you eat shit and your face hits the ground, it's that hard. And when you can't see, it's probably like 10 times harder than that. TIG welding's one of those things you can't do just by feel, because you're not supposed to touch things with the torch anyways. Bam! Now we can get to welding again. Woo! Yes! Yes! And I probably shouldn't be using a cheap Mastercraft helmet if I like value my eyeballs, but like it works super sick for me sometimes. Obviously not just right then when the battery was dying on me. But when you flip it down, I could see the little red light in here saying that the battery was dying. I just chose to ignore it and then it flashed my eyeballs.
Add a wiener.
Oh yeah, it works way better when I can see. Not even sure why I point the camera this way, you can't see. Obviously I'm going to rotate this, but this is where it goes. So see that little arc right there? That's where our flange is going to go right here. And then our tube is going to come out. We're going to have to cut a little piece of this out right here, and it's going to go right beside this downpipe for this one. Which means we get to unbolt all this again so we can Dremel out this hole. Super sick content, Kyle. You're just doing the same shit over and over again. But you're having so much fun and no one can see that. Sad. Finish marking out the places that I could not get. Roll through the weld. Now I'm choosing to go a little bit smaller on the hole saw because we'll use our little die grinder here to get the rest of it out. And like you can always take away material, but you can't really put it back. So a little bit smaller is okay, and see how well our drill can cut through that. Oh no. I think I threw it away by accident. Shit. The little thing in here fell out, and I was like, where did that come from? And I think I sucked it up in the vacuum. Super sad. Thankfully the other one in the kit's the same size, so dodged a bullet there. What I should do is I should just get some 1/4 inch like round stock. Instead of going through drill bits the whole time, I should just make blanks, drill my hole, and then use the blank so I don't ruin the drill bit all the time. You so smart, Kyle, sometimes. You so smart. This battery's already dead.
Two hours later.
Did we smoke out our drill? Yep, look, the smoke's coming out of it. We might have killed it. We might have finally killed our drill. That's sad because I really like this drill. I really like the DeWalt set. Maybe I'll swap the battery. We might have toasted the battery, but I seen... Oh, yeah. It smells like my butthole. Nope, we didn't kill it. I think we killed that battery though. All my batteries are so dead. Look, it's pooched. Hot, cold delay. Oh, maybe the battery's really hot. Sorry, buddy. It is kind of warm. We got through like 3/4 of it, but everything's dead for the drill, so we're just gonna cut the rest with the zip disc and then start our dremeling out. Because I don't know how to use a drill press apparently. Now we go and get it stuck. There it goes. Best helper on YouTube showed up. For the first time in like forever.
I'm not getting dirty. Definitely better than I thought that you were gonna do. Like, how would I say it?
Say it. Just fucking say it already.
So you used to suck, now you like don't suck as bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a vacuum cleaner anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
This is how it's gonna fit. Our pipe's gonna go here. We're gonna cut a little notch out of here and then run this 2.5 out right beside it in the fender, and then they're gonna come out obviously down here somewhere. Still gotta do the intercooler piping and fully weld this up. I just have it tack welded on. So the bottom part's welded like shit because I had some gaps to fill, and I'm not good at filling gaps. But we put the wastegate on here so we can weld this one and not warp the flange. I know you're gonna say something about me not being able to fill gaps.
In more ways than one.
Yes, I was waiting for that.
I didn't want to interrupt.
That's all good. It's always undone. This is what the inside of my T4 flange looks like, so I got a lot of dremeling in there to do too, to make that flow a little bit better. New day, sorry if I'm a bit distracted. Cross fruit is on right now. The cross fruit grapes are on right now. I said cross fruit, yep, that's what it is, I love it. Next up on our agenda is going to be to cut off our flange here that we welded on, our 44 mil on our housing, and I did save the piece, and I know where it is. Somewhere in here? In the spring. This should be our piece for our housing that we cut out. So hopefully once we cut this off, this will fit back in there pretty good. If not, then we're pretty bumped, I guess. Well, that's how good I managed to weld it. I'm starting to peel my weld off all the way around. Now you're supposed to TIG weld this. I MIG welded it. I didn't have a TIG welder at the time, so fail on my part anyways. So as you can see, we do have a bit of a gap to fill there. And after our last gap experience, I don't think we should have an issue with this. It is beveled a little bit, so we can try and make 2 passes on it, and then I should probably clean that hole up so we can weld that up too. I don't know what the f is going on with this helmet, but these batteries are dead already. I literally just replaced them. I was like flashing myself in the eyes again. This is bullshit. So I put the old batteries back in, and you can see how it darkens, but that means I juiced these new batteries in 1 day, which doesn't make sense, unless Energizer Max is bullshit. See that, Energizer? You suck. Try this again. I also got the GoPro here too. Fuck, it just cracked again. So it did get some heat in with the torch to start, but we still fucking cracked it. Sad. So I ended up grinding it out, welding it again, and cooling it down with the torch, and it cracked again. So the next thing I think I'm gonna try is I'm gonna go buy some sand and a bucket, and I'm gonna fill the bucket with sand. I'm gonna heat this up as much as I can with the torch that I have. 125 amps probably isn't enough to weld this thing properly. I'm gonna try and weld it again. Like, I'll grind it out and try and weld it again. But it's too hot right now. I'm gonna let it cool. What I'm gonna do now, instead of actually leaving the garage, is I'm going to get this manifold ready. I have to grind down this nub like I said before. And we're gonna port these a little bit here, because you can see where we left some material on there. You can see the sloppiness in some of this. And then definitely this one, we're gonna try and hog that out for you. Get some flow, get the most flow out of our eBay turbo thing kind of stuff.
Invictus X done with their synchro rope climbs, heading out to their work.
Here's what we're left with for our ports here. I still have to clean them out. I didn't want to take too much material just in case like it reduced some of the strength of something, so I left a little bit of meat, so there might be a little tiny edge, but for the most part it's going to flow a lot better. And then on this bend you can see that we dug in here. It still needs a little bit of cleaning up, but we dug in here, so this is a smooth transition. And up here, now we bevel these out a little bit on each side too. And there. That one's cleaned off so this can fit on the driver's side now. Sick looking turbo manifold. So instead of leaving the garage and ending this episode early, we're going to just ignore this crack for right now. I am going to repair it after. We're going to bolt this up to the exhaust, get it on there, and start working on our downpipe. Something I like to do. None of this cast welding and filling bullshit. A lot of times I like to pretend like I know what I'm doing, when most times I have no idea at all what I'm doing. Where's my bolts that I just had? Now we should put our bumper on to see ish where we put things. Look, our bumper got melty last time because the exhaust didn't come out far enough. Well, because this separated when we backed into the thing. We broke it because it was all Kent's fault that time. I actually bought this cheap China kit. It's for like a bumper release. Since this piece is pretty much, well, I broke it off now because it's only left by this tab. But you just drill one here, and then it ties together the elastic. I think I'm going to try that. The bumper is already ruined anyway, so I'm not too concerned about wrecking this fender either. Also, this side was wrecked too, so we'll put one on this side too. We're going to YOLO it. We're doing it. We're just going to guesstimate on it too. I'm going to drill the first one up in the fender because I don't mind drilling this one first. We could drill two in the bumper if we need to. Hey! Sad. It didn't even pull in like I wanted it to. Why'd it do that? I mean, it's not that far off of what I wanted. At least the bumper's not gonna fall off on me. Anyways, besides that, that's whatever. You can see that our pipe needs to come here, and then there's the hole down there we need to get it into. Here's our old 30-ass downpipe that we got all muddy because we didn't have a fender liner, but we might be able to utilize this thing. something weird happened on the backside where one was like a bit off than the other one, and it started blowing holes everywhere, so I had to lower the amps and then I had to fill. So that, well, disregard that because that's something weird happened there. But I mean, like, the rest of it seems okay. I didn't back purge it because it's just an old shitty exhaust. The pipe that I'm going to back purge is going to be the one that goes around the backside, the one that's like pre-turbo, because we don't want any shit to go in the turbo. Here, if any slag falls out, it's just getting shot out the exhaust anyways into traffic. So here's what our new downpipe looks like. I fully welded these two here. I just left these ones. I didn't fully weld those yet, and I didn't fully weld this one or this one, but they're all tacked solidly in place. So we're gonna try and put it on now and see how it fits. And here it is. So it's gonna fit, if we put a fender well back in here, it's gonna fit in there. It goes down there perfectly. We can also reuse our bung here, our O2 bung, because this half of the exhaust was our previous exhaust, and then we come over here, just exit right there. Now we want to build our other one here on the wastegate. We're gonna go right above this one right here, run along the top side of it probably, and probably exit somewhere above it. So they both come out right there. But I mean, that's okay. And then it can use a little adjustment if we push the fender or bumper in, so it still fits though. I'm not too worried about it. Now that's it for today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I put a lot of effort into this video today. I even bought a new shirt. I bought a couple new shirts because I was sick and tired of wearing busted old shirts in the videos and it looked like a hobolo. So peace easy and get that V. Love you guys. It's almost done. Shit, Tokyo. Look at him. Going with his underglow on and his motorcycle.